Hey there guys, this is Justin and welcome back to the WinBarClub. Today I've got another online battle, but this one's a little bit different. It's actually a small funds battle, which is not something that I normally do, or I think most people normally do, especially if they're playing the quick battles, where you've always got it basically on large funds. I think quick battle only ever has it on large funds. And then of course if you host your own battle, you can do custom funds or any of these other settings. But I joined this guy's game and he had it set to small funds, so I picked the Empire because he brought the dwarfs. And the whole point in this battle is that I think that the Empire is a very strong faction to bring if you find yourself in a small funds battle. They've got a ton of different units that are very good for their price, especially at the lower price points, where we're talking about these swordsmen and the low-end spearmen, which gets you the numbers you want in a small funds battle. They also have very good cavalry for a low price. You can see I've brought two of these Empire Knights, and these guys are very, very good, especially for this low fund setting. The second reason that I brought the Empire is because my opponent is actually playing the dwarfs, and you could argue this, but I would not recommend playing the dwarfs in a low funds battle. The reason for this being, the dwarves have no mobility. They are slow because they are short. That's just how the game works, and they do not have any type of cavalry unit. So basically what you're getting is a battle where you have less troops, so you can dedicate less men to guarding your flank, and you have no mobility. Now, he could be hoping that these guys just tough it out in a fight, but although the dwarf units are good, they are still not so incredible for the amount you're paying for them, like these Longbeards, that it is going to give him any significant advantage in a low funds battle. So just not my recommended faction choice, but we'll see how he does. Generally, with a larger dwarf army, you can dedicate 3 or so units, which is all you really need if you're microing well, to guard your flanks and your rear from any cavalry the opponent might have. And the dwarfs do have a lot of decent ranged units, as well as those gyrocopters and stuff. But again, since this is small funds, that is not going to be a component of this battle. And here you guys can see his legendary lord, Thorim Grudgebearer. And there he is. That's the best unit that the dwarfs have brought. But anyways, their full army is 2 miners. He's got 2 of these quarrelers, his legendary lord there, and then 2 longbeards. And like these miners, they are not going to do so well against my swordsmen. And I have 4 swordsmen, 2 spearmen, standard lord for the Empire, not any specific lord. No Karl Franz today, and I didn't get him a mount just to save funds, but there he is looking rather epic as he marches forward. And as you guys saw, I got 2 of these Empire Knights. Now, right here, I'm taking a few shots. I accidentally put my knights too close to his quarrelers, but no real damage is going to be done to them. They barely took even any hit point loss. So basically, I am just going to move forward. I'll turn off that unit card there, and you guys can see I am approaching with my spearmen. I was going to try to just hold down his men with these spearmen and also have them take the bulk of the missile fire, but he is being smart and using his quarrelers to target my swordsmen. He knows that they are the dangerous unit that I have. So he's going to put his miners right in front. And right as I approach, you can see I give an attack order with these spearmen, and then I actually pull both of them off to opposite directions. And the reason for this is I figured he would give an attack order back, and this is exactly what I wanted. He had to rearrange, he's not fully set, and he's going to take a full charge from my swordsmen. Over here, he managed to stop giving chase, but my swordsmen are going to get into combat here with these dwarves, and start tearing through these miners. Now, the miners aren't going to die quickly, but they are going to die. You can see in the back here I am doing some charges with these Empire Knights, and I've got the other unit moving around, and at this point those spearmen that I pulled off are off on either flank to where I can start driving them in, and I'm bringing this swordsman up as reserve just because of this legendary lord here who is a threat. And you can see he is going to engage my lord, knocking him on his butt there. That's no good, but we are going to deal with him. You would wonder, you know, why doesn't this guy just start cutting down these dwarves holding him? What a ballsy job. We're just going to stand here and trust this guy up above us with his magic axe to knock everyone down. But you can see I've got these cavalry doing cycle charges on the back into the rear of these Longbeards. And the Longbeards, they are going to hold out well against the swordsmen, but those charges in the back from the cavalry, which you can see are repeatedly coming in here, throwing these poor dwarves, that is no good for them. And I'm not really giving them any time to do any significant damage to my cavalry. Maybe losing 1 or 2 guys each time, and it looks like most of them actually getting away. This guy here, I brought my other cavalry unit around, and they are charging into these quarrelers, although these quarrelers were so bunched up that they don't actually have any shots. They couldn't shoot over their own men. And we've just got all this carnage going on. These miners still fighting my swordsmen. And of course, the dwarf lord here going around and smacking people with his magic axe as my lord chases him. But yeah, you can see, looking at this battle from above, it is just a jumble, and it's because I had more troops and more mobility than the dwarfs, which is, like I said, the reason I personally would not bring the dwarfs in a low funds battle. And this guy's completely bunched up. He has no answer to my cavalry, which is charging around. My 1 unit of Empire Knights I've actually left in the battle because they are fighting with these quarrelers. Though honestly, I probably should have brought them out. This unit is still very strong, and I am repeatedly doing charges with them. My spearmen over here have just killed a quarreler unit. You can see I pulled these guys out now. And these repeated charges just cutting deeper and deeper each time into the dwarf lines, so these Longbeards are going to start falling soon. Over here, it is basically just my units, and all of these guys are converging on this dwarf lord. He's trying to get out of there, but he is starting to take some damage as well. And we've got these Longbeards getting knocked down by the cavalry. So this battle is pretty much over. The mobility that the Empire was able to provide in this setting, allowing me to completely encircle my opponent from the start, and his units are just not good enough to battle out of that, especially since they cannot brace for these cavalry charges. Let's see how many kills these guys have. These guys have 50 kills. The other cavalry has 72. And my swordsmen getting upwards of 85, it looks like 60. So all of my units are doing fairly well, other than perhaps the spearmen. But anyways, that was that. It was a close victory there. You can see I deployed almost 300 more troops. I lost about 300 troops, but he lost 455, and that is a victory there in low funds. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you did like the video, and if not, go ahead and give me a thumbs down and let me know why, so that I can do better next time. Thank you guys for watching. This is the WinBarClub, and Justin signing off.